Good day. So I'm trying out something new here today. I had a hallucination of sorts about a recipe that I wanted to try to make. I used to work in a pasta shop, and we used to make fresh pasta all the time. And we didn't make these, but I learned a bit about them. Potato gnocchis. I really like them, and I was thinking, how can I make some potato gnocchis? Because, they're kind of expensive if you just buy them. And I can't buy anything. And they don't give them out at the food bank. So I'm going to take stuff that I got and had lying around the house and got at the food bank, and a bag of chips I got for 30 cents at the dollar store. I'm using a pack of ramen noodles, a bag of old Dutch barbecue chips, and some butter, herb, whatever. It doesn't, none of these, you can use whatever. You can use potato flakes. Now, the reason I'm showing you these empty boxes is because I messed up the video when I was making this dough happen. But what I've done is I crushed the chips and the ramen into a very fine powder. And I added potato flakes and a bit of water. And now I have this dough. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to form this into little balls, let it prepare itself, and then I'm going to make a second video on how to, we're going to cook these and see how they work out. So I'm just going to get my little tray here. And we're just going to pick this up. See, gnocchis are like, I don't know, they're cool, but they're usually quite nicely shaped. So we're going to try to do something like that. And these are good. Usually like these have a lot of seasoning in them. These have like barbecue dust on the chips, and I threw in the ramen seasoning pack, and there's like shit in the potatoes, butter and herbs and stuff. But whatever. It's going to be good. It's going to taste good. And the tedious process of doing this. I'm just going to pause you for a second. Okay. So I've made some gnocchis here. I'm going to try to show you what I got. If you can see that. Now, I'm going to try to cook these now. Now, usually what would happen is, you buy these things kind of in a package and they'd be dried and cold. These are all still kind of hot, and I don't need to boil them, I don't feel, because like I could eat one right now, I think. Yeah, definitely. All right, tastes really good. So what I'm going to do, how I would prepare these after I boiled the gnocchis, I'd probably stick them in a frying pan for a bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just heating up some oil. And we're going to fry these babies up. Let's see how it goes. I worked in this pasta shop for a couple of years, and I've worked in the food service industry since I was 13. Okay, pretty steadily, with like a year off, maybe, or two off, somewhere in my 20s. And I've cooked a lot of things. I've learned a lot of styles of cooking, learned baking, learned all kinds of shit. And I'll tell you, the simplest thing I ever learned how to make in a kitchen was fresh pasta. And the hardest thing I ever learned how to make was fresh pasta. It just has it has to be just so. It can't be too wet, can't be too dry. It's got to be just right. But when you figure it out, man, that was probably my favorite job I've ever done, is making pasta dough. But yeah. Okay, so this oil's getting kind of hot. I'm going to try to reposition this so y'all can see what I'm doing. I just don't know how I'm going to set it up here. That's not going to work. Let's see, maybe this. Will this work? Can you see that? I think that's as good as it's going to get. Okay. Just going to pop these in the oil. Not a lot of oil, just a couple teaspoons. It's enough to say you did it, as I like to say. Alright, those tongs I was wishing for the other day magically appeared. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, these are going to be good. And you know what? These... Oh! Tongs are too big. Alright, let's see what else we can... This will work. Wooden spoon. These aren't going to take too long. Sticking my hands in the frying pan, man. So many people in my life would be, get your fingers out of that frying pan. I spent half my life with my fingers stuck in a fucking frying pan. Oh yeah, these are going to be good. Yeah. Wow. You know, this is kind of an offbeat recipe. It's not really a... This is just something I thought up, using up stuff I had, you know. And it's just kind of I just kind of dreamt it up last night. But yeah, these are looking fine. Let's see if I can come up here. Okay, so these are gonna be done in a minute. Look at this shirt here my kids got me. Pizza Cat. This is a bit of an Easter egg on what's to come in the meth end of town. In an upcoming episode, yes, it's true, I'm going to show you how to bake a pizza with ramen noodles. Can you believe that? Alright, I think these babies are done. They're like nice and golden brown. I'm just going to crank it up for a second. And yeah. I'm just going to dump these right on a plate. Like I say, whenever I make this stuff, this is what I'm having for lunch, right? So, whether it works out or not, this is what I'm having. Okay. Those are great. So this is what I got. I'm going to doll this up. I'll be back in a second, okay?